Hello everyone, this is TechBizmo, back with another video. I wanted to give you guys an update. So basically, as you can see, I'm now recording on a 1920 by 1080 display. And the reason why is because I've gotten another new computer. Now, this new computer is a Dell XPS 9Q33. 9Q33 is basically the model number of this, and then the actual type is the XPS 12. Now, this laptop is a bit of an older PC. However, it is newer than the current computers that I have. Well, current computer, I should say. Because I do have one computer that's older than one laptop that's older than it, which is my Dell Latitude E6430, and my Acer Aspire F15 is a little bit newer than this. However, this one has a lot more power and is just generally a lot better. It does have a flip around screen, so basically it is a touch screen. You can just flip around the screen. It is called a Ferris wheel style display, I believe. You just flip it around and then turn it into it turns into a tablet, which is very nice. I like that sort of touch, so I can just draw on long trips and stuff, on the school bus, just stuff like that, maybe in class when I'm supposed to be working, I don't know, something like that. But as you can see, I am in Linux Mint. Currently, the microphone quality is not great, as you guys can tell. Now, that's just because I wanted to do a mic test and everything. I should be recording on this computer from now on, so this should be my main Linux and uploading to YouTube computer. It does have Windows 10 on it as well. I will be honest, I am dual booting Windows 10 and Linux Mint 18.3 Cinnamon. But yeah, the reason why for that is because this was my dad's old computer, and he would just he still uses this computer a little bit too. So I mean, it's mostly mine, but I share it with him a lot, which I have absolutely no problem with, because my dad goes to work and has his own computer, but when he comes home, he never uses this. But basically, just when he has a hold of it, he'll use it. So yeah, I don't have any problem with that. He doesn't have any problem with me dual booting, as long as I'm dual booting Linux and Windows. But if I just ran Linux, he'd probably be a little bit angry about that. But it's Linux and Windows, so hopefully you guys aren't too mad at me for using Linux and Windows, because yeah, so as I said, this computer does have a 1920 by 1080 resolution, and for proof, I will just go to the display settings, and you can see 1920 by 1080, 16 by 9 aspect ratio. You should also, guys, expect a much higher quality video uploads by me, since I'm now going to be rendering with Sony Vegas Pro. This was actually my main editing software back in the day. I say back in the day, 1 year ago, when I used to do Windows 10 tutorials, and basically when I was a Windows 10 user in general, I used Sony Vegas Pro. But since I am dual booting it on this baby, I am able to use Sony Vegas Pro. And basically what I do, just pretend I have a video file right now. I just go ahead and drag the file to my local disk, and then just get the file. So yeah, it's very simple. I love being able to dual boot Windows and Linux, because there are some applications on Windows that you need to use that you cannot get on Linux. However, I do like Linux a lot better than Windows, so that is why I have decided to dual boot. And Linux also has a lot better support for screen recording and screen capturing, all of that. Actually, on this computer, it actually has a lot better support for gaming, believe it or not. Yeah, because, Windows just sucks up so much CPU usage. This computer is a little bit better than the computers that I have currently, though the GPU is not as good as some of the computers that I have right now. Actually, I'd say all the computers I have right now, but I'm not sure about that. I'll just have to probably do some tests and look into that. For the specs of this computer, I can go ahead and take a look into those. So if I go into System Info, you guys can see Linux Mint 18.3 Cinnamon 64-bit, Cinnamon version, Linux kernel, blah, blah, blah. Processor, what you guys came to see, i7-4500U CPU, clocked at 1.8 gigahertz. It is a dual core, so it's a bit basic, but that's okay. Only 8 gigabytes of RAM, and that RAM is soldered into the motherboard, so that sucks a little bit, but I don't really mind. The hard drive, I actually do have a 500 gigabyte SSD, but I've like if I go to my disk usage analyzer, you can see I've got, my dad's files. This is just like a 4 gigabyte drive partition. Sorry, this is my Windows 10 drive. It's got like 190 gigabytes, and then this one has like 312 gigabytes. So yeah, it's a total of 500 gigabytes. I don't know how to calculate that all, but yeah, you can see the graphics card. It's not the greatest graphics card. I think it's the worst graphics card I have in a computer out of all my computers right now. But that's not much of a problem, because if you guys take a look at this, I just swing around Windows. It doesn't lag at all. But when I do record in Windows, this is a bit weird. When I do record in Windows 10, it is very, very laggy, and just lag spikes are everywhere. The quality, you have to turn down the quality to even get it to go to 30 FPS. So, yeah, I can use full 1080p or even start uploading at 2K or 4K. But I think I'm just going to stick with 1080p 60. And yeah, as I said, guys, you should be looking forward to having way better uploading quality. I don't know if this video is in great quality. The default recording is in perfect quality, but since I will be rendering in Sony Vegas Pro, it should be a little bit better, or a lot better, sorry, than Kdenlive, since Kdenlive always cuts down the what's it called, the resolution of the video a bit. So yeah, guys, there's just a little update. I love my new PC. As I said, yeah, I do kind of share it with my dad, but I have absolutely no problem with that, because I still have other PCs to use. But this is also probably going to be my main PC now. Though I might be using other computers a lot more, since, since I have a full-on Linux computer, which is my Dell Latitude E6430, and a full-on Windows 10 computer, which is my Acer Aspire F15, and a Linux and Windows computer, which is my Dell XPS 12 9Q33. Well, yeah, guys, I guess that is it. I thank you guys very much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think about my new computer. I will be doing a review on this computer a little bit later on. So yeah, just stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you in the next one.